The sun had just begun its descent on a serene evening, casting a warm golden glow across the rolling hills and lush forests below. A group of friends, Sarah, Michael, Emily, and David, gathered with eager anticipation at a local fairground. The promise of an unforgettable hot air balloon ride awaited them. The vibrant balloon, emblazoned with colorful patterns, stood towering above them, gently swaying in the light breeze. The pilot, Captain Reynolds, a weathered man with a twinkle in his eye, greeted the group with a hearty smile and assured them of a safe and breathtaking journey. As the hot air balloon ascended into the sky, the landscape stretched out beneath them like a picturesque painting. Excitement filled the air as the group marveled at the breathtaking views. Laughter and joy resonated, drowning out the distant hum of everyday life. But as the sun dipped lower, a chill crept in, and the mood shifted. The temperature dropped rapidly, causing nervous shivers among the passengers. Captain Reynolds assured them that the balloon was equipped to handle such conditions, but the unease persisted. As twilight settled in, a thick blanket of fog began to roll in. The once clear skies were now obscured by a white wall, cutting off all visibility. Unease turned to anxiety, and the balloon's occupants huddled together, trying to find solace in each other's company. Captain Reynolds worked diligently to navigate through the fog, his voice a reassuring anchor in the disorienting mist. However, it became evident that something was amiss. The balloon's altimeter seemed to malfunction, and the compass spun erratically, leaving the group trapped in an unsettling limbo. Hours passed, and panic began to gnaw at the edges of their resolve. Sarah's voice quivered as she asked Captain Reynolds if they were still on course. His normally confident demeanor had faded, replaced by a furrowed brow and anxious eyes. Time lost all meaning as the balloon floated aimlessly through the fog. The group's nervous whispers were the only sound in the eerie silence. Emily clung to David, tears streaming down her face, while Michael stared out into the void, lost in thought. Days blended into nights, and hunger and fatigue gnawed at their bodies. Captain Reynolds, gaunt and exhausted, shared the little food and water they had left, trying to maintain a sense of hope. But the haunting realization that they were truly lost weighed heavily on everyone's hearts. The balloon drifted through the fog for what felt like an eternity until, at last, a faint glimmer of light broke through the mist. A distant coastline materialized on the horizon, and the group's spirits soared. As they descended towards the land, a collective sigh of relief filled the air. Their landing was rough but survivable. The group stumbled out of the balloon, weak and disoriented, onto an unfamiliar shore. As they looked around, they realized they were on a remote island, surrounded by dense, foreboding forests. The nightmare wasn't over. The island held its own secrets, mysterious sounds in the night, strange shadows lurking among the trees, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. Survival became their sole focus as they battled hunger, fear, and the unknown. Weeks turned into months, and the island's mysteries deepened. The group's bonds were tested as they faced unimaginable challenges and confronted their own demons. The island seemed to hold an uncanny power, feeding off their fear and desperation. In the end, only 3 of them survived: Sarah, David, and Captain Reynolds. They were rescued by a passing ship, their harrowing tale forever etched in their minds. The horrors they endured in the skies and on that desolate island would haunt their dreams for years to come. A chilling reminder of the thin line between exhilarating adventure and unimaginable nightmare.